authorization access for my on-premises stuff. You have an official laptop with you. In official laptop, what do you do normally? Username, password, and your company name, ibm.com. These three things you type and AD will authenticate for you. That's a normal way you are doing in a normal scenario. Now, the question comes, if AD is running last 20 years, then why we need this identity, Entra ID in cloud? So simple first question, why we need Entra ID? So we need Entra ID to authenticate cloud applications. So we have two applications right now. One is Intune, and one is we have M365 or Office 365. To authenticate these applications, we need Entra ID, number one. Then later on, I will tell you how we talk about hybrid as well. Now, we know what is the benefit or why we need Entra ID. Or if you don't have any cloud application in cloud or single application in cloud, you don't need Entra ID at all. So you need Entra ID only when you have single application or minimum one application in cloud. Next is Entra ID. When we buy or initially purchase Azure, it comes with free. We call it as basic. All these names come into the picture. It do the job. Authentication, authorization, access. And by default, when we buy, we always get basic or free. Microsoft always recommends after buy, you need to convert into premium P1 or P2. What is P1 or why we need to convert when he is doing the authentication job? First, service level agreement. Free or basic has no SLA. If you need support, if Entra ID is not working, Microsoft help you, you need support, service level agreement, guarantee it uptime, you need premium P1. Multi-factor authentication, self-service, password resets, SSPR, conditional access, some basic reports, company branding. These are the few things you will get it on P1 and cost $6 per user per month. What is P2? P2 is equal to all the features of P1 plus 2 extra features. What are those? Privilege identity management and identity protection. To get those features, you are paying $9 per user per month. 6 plus 3 extra. Now, this point is clear. MFA, multi-factor authentication. So multi-factor authentication means you need to type username and password, plus SMS comes to you, or you need to use Microsoft Authenticator app or some security questions. So dual authentication so that your account is safe. Even I give my password to you, you cannot log in because MFA is with me. Self-service password reset, very clear. Without raising an admin ticket or support ticket, you can change your password in the cloud. Self-service password reset. I am Kumar, I can change my password. Yes, this is fine, first three.
Yes.
And every 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I'll ask you any question for me. You can ask anything. In between also, you can unmute anytime. So now come to this conditional access. Everyone agree on that? In cloud, we can access this cloud application from any country, any IP, any location, any internet, as soon as you have laptop, mobile with you, with internet. You are able to access the application. Yes or no?
Yeah, yes.
And that is what we don't want. I don't want people can access from across the world. And that is called very important critical security called conditional access. Anybody join this call from Bangalore?
Yes, I am.
Which place?
It's in Hennur, Bangalore.
Hennur, Bangalore. I am there, Sajapur Road. Sajapur Road. There is a big campus of Wipro. So now, if my official laptop is part of the Wipro network, Sajapur Road, connected with the Wipro network and access the application, it should work because I have given a condition called IP location. My official laptop work from home and access, it won't work. I connect to my corporate VPN and then access, it works. That's the first condition called location. It means you should be in a corporate network, then only you access the application. Second is country, US. You allow US official laptop in US, official laptop work from home, it works. Official laptop from Norway, it won't work. Third is desktop laptop except iOS. Kumar with laptop works, Kumar with desktop works, Kumar with Android or iOS won't work. So you decide what kind of conditions you want to put. End of the day, based on the condition, they allow access. If condition does not match, it blocked. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes, other friends, are you clear? Are you? These are little
Yeah,
deeper and
yeah.
deeper
Yes.
slowly.
Yes,
So
yes.
okay. So what is next? Reports, basic reports. It's fine. Company branding. Company branding means when I log in, I will see Wipro logo, one welcome message. Welcome to Wipro Cloud Services. That's called, branding. That's it, nothing else.
It means a wallpaper, no? The company.
Yes, when you log in, you will see the company logo. Not wallpaper. Yeah, it's not wallpaper,
It's
it's
kind of.
logo. Yeah, kind of
It's a logo.
that
Yes,
something.
kind
Logo.
of.
It's a logo. So those things you
Yes.
will get it only under the company branding. And company branding is part of your P1.
P1. Okay.
So okay, and Now, what is PIM and what is identity protection? I will cover this day 4 also. When I do a demonstration on day 4, I will do a recap as well. Now, what is PIM? And yesterday we done very in-depth properly with scenarios, the RBAC. Anish and other guy can confirm, right? We done with RBAC.
Yes, yes.
So with scenarios properly. So now, say example, I've given RBAC to you, say VM contributor rights. To do a VM management things, you can manage VM contributor. By default, these rights are 24/7, 365 days for you. Anytime you do the changes.
VMC means VM controller?
VMC means virtual machine contributor rights.
Contributor rights. Oh, that's it.
RBAC rights I've given, yeah. Short form VM contributor right or some RBAC. And when we given some RBAC to you, you can do 24/7, 365 days, do the changes in your environment. Yes or no?
Good.
Now, one simple question. In reality, in a particular day, how many hours in a day, reality, you actually use admin rights and do the changes? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours? What is the time in a month, in a day, maximum?
Half an hour, 1 hour.
Say 1 hour, not more than that. Rest of the time, you do a meeting to the customer, change request, do all the work, but actual changes you are doing exactly in a maximum 1 hour in a day. Then why should we give you 24/7 access? So for that, we have a concept called privileged identity management. What is PIM? Root admin, go to the PIM, and all the permissions account we have. Say example, global admin. And under this global admin, he added the policy. All the accounts you will see. One time you need to edit. And in edit, you say MFA mandatory. Session time is say 1 hour. You are an eligible admin. And you need to do with approval or without approval. And justification is mandatory. Why you are enabling admin rights. So some sort of conditions you need to do as a policy. This policy we called as edit policy. Once it's done, root admin make John as a global admin, as a RBAC. When he log in, he is eligible admin. He cannot do any changes. He need to activate the rights. when he activate the rights, MFA come into the picture with justification and maybe with approval or without approval based on, and end of the day session time is 1 hour. So 1 hour he can do the changes. If he finish his work early, he can deactivate the rights or automatically 1 hour rights are deactivated. Next time, again he log in, he's again eligible admin, again he activate MFA, all the time, same thing. And then, so instead of giving 24/7, it's a time bound access. And every time MFA mandatory. Make sense?
Yes. Global admin has a full rights, correct?
Yes, global admin has full rights.
And global admin give rise to any other user like a cloud administrator, as
Yeah,
the help desk
we
administrator.
we done that RBAC yesterday, and I can recap also if you want.
It's okay. It's okay if you have time, then you can after the class. But it's okay. I will just go through the
No, I will
recording.
recap also. No problem. That's fine. So just join the class now regularly. That's it.
Yeah.
Any question here, guys?
Sir, that 1 hour would be 1 hour in 24 hours, right?
1 hour 24 hours means?
No, means that you mentioned that 1 hour they can access, right?
No, I have. You see the right hand side, the green mark. I have done this as a policy. You do 2 hours. He has a session time 2 hours. It's all up to you, right?
Yes.
So
I think we can manage the time based on
yeah,
our requirements. We can
this is
extend
minimum
2
is
hours, 1 hour,
minimum is half an hour. Maximum is 24 hours. In
20
between
hours.
these two, you can decide anything as per
15
your
minutes.
needs. Example, this is a global admin. Global admin is a very big person in the company. He's not doing every big changes every day. So 1 hour is enough. I have another situation. You're making a password admin. Password admin, whose job is like a
Reset the password to user. Yes.
So 1 hour is not good. For password admin, you can do 8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours for the office timing.
Office timing. As soon as whenever my shift start, 8 hours permission is working and then it's gone. Easy. So as I told you, it's a one permission. Same way you have password admin. So every admin rights, you need to edit the policy as per your needs. Clear? Any question? Anish, Chitrang, and Vishal, any question?
No from our side.
Yeah.
Because
I have one. So
Yes.
see, basically when we're logging, okay,
Hmm.
so we will be having certain policies configured, correct? That this is the rights I have. Same way, now you're saying that the same person is converting like that policy for that particular same person is converting to a global rights, like global admin, the same person.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying, see, root admin is one guy. Say example, Kumar is a root admin.
Okay.
Example. You join my company, or I'm already in SCL or Wipro. Now you join Wipro and join my project. And you join as a, say, global admin. So, and your name is John. So now we create your identity, John. It's very normal, right? And we need to give some rights to you as per the job role. We give the rights, nothing. But before we give the rights, what I have done is, see, yesterday we done RBAC, right? It's a normal RBAC. What is normal RBAC? If I give you a global admin, you can do anything 24/7, right?
Okay.
Correct?
Got it.
That is a normal RBAC. I'm talking about little add-on extra now. What is extra add-on? I'm go to the PIM console, and under global admin, I done this changes, as a policy, and I'm giving a rights to you via PIM console through a PIM. I'm not giving a normal RBAC. And what is the benefit of through a PIM? You know the benefits. Your rights are not activated. You are eligible. You need to rights manually activate every day, every time. Every time when you activate, MFA come into the picture, justification with approval or without, and session time will be 1 hour.
But so basically, root admin is the one who can do all these changes,
Changes.
and the global admin is the one like who
Yes.
are and
Yes.
as per their roles are defined for all the global admins.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Two
Got
guys have a power to do that. One is global admin. And in a cloud world, we have another role we called as security admin. So in a tenant, if anybody is a security admin, that guy also can do that.
it.
We will see those
Okay.
PIM rights, don't worry.
Yeah, sure.
Now it's clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now, to come into the real flavor, I'll do a recap of RBAC, if it is okay with two guys. Because
Yes, is okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay, sir.
because two guys are done, one guy is not done. So let's do a short recap here. Control plus. And other two guys can answer now because I think we already discussed this. So Chitrang, it's for you. So in RBAC, we done a lab also yesterday. Now, Honor has full permission in Azure subscription, and he can assign rights to anybody. Full permission means he can do anything. Anything means he can manage storage, network, VM, everything, almost. Contributor can also manage everything. When I say everything, VM, storage, etc, everything, but he cannot give permission to somebody else. Reader, just read. Contributor can manage VM also, storage also. My job is network job in your project. So why should I give a storage permission? Then it's a network contributor.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, but one thing I just need to know. The second contributor said can manage all Azure resources, but cannot give permission to anyone. It's anyone to identify to whom?
Anyone means to anyone. Like example, if I say, okay, I am a Kumar and I am a Honor. You join my project. Your name is Chitrang. Chitrang. Kumar is an Honor. Honor only can give rights to Chitrang that you are a contributor. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, contributor cannot give rights to somebody because you don't have any power.
Okay. I can manage myself only.
Yes. You have done 104, right? I think this is 104 topic.
Yeah. But
right?
Yeah.
It's a good time to compare previous training and this training. You get to know. Okay. Little bit. Now, okay, so contributor. So now I have an admin in my company who is a network admin. So why should I give contributor? Contributor can do storage also. So then which role I will give to them? Network contributor. VM contributor, VM reader. So every job role you have two special permissions. Network job role as a contributor, job role plus reader. So example, I join SQL admin. So SQL contributor, SQL reader. And reader means read permission, and contributor means I can do anything, but only for a SQL. That's the meaning of contributor and reader. And we have 1,000 plus permission, no need to learn.
Okay.
Where we assign permissions, root level, subscription level, resource group level or specific resource. There are three targets where you apply the permissions. Now, I'm going to ask 4 or 5 questions to you based on the diagram. Read the diagram very carefully and try to answer. I want to give permission to John so that John can do anything. We have 2 customers. Can you see resource group 1, non-prod customer 1, resource group 2, production customer 1, resource group 3, non-prod customer 2, and resource group 4, production customer 2. So John can do anything across both customer. I want he can assign permission to somebody else as well. He can assign permission also. Tell me which permission you will give and where you will give.
The owner permission we need to give.
Where?
In VM.
Which one?
On VM.
You see where you assign the permission. Targets. Targets are subscription, resource group, or resource. See my requirement.
Resource group.
Which resource group?
Oh no, sorry, subscription root level. Sorry.
Because why not resource group? Are you going to give one by one resource group, all resource group, or you need to give permission to all? You give to the root only, right?
Yeah. We need to give to root only.
Okay, I'll change my question. I want across both customer. No, I want do it for customer 1 only. Then
Resource level.
Resource level.
1-to-1 basis. Yeah, resource level.
Resource group level.
Resource group for not production, no?
I have not mentioned production or non-production. I just said
Then
customer 1. So then both the resource group.
both are, yes. Resource group and resource level. You
1
can
and 2.
give, I think, yes.
Okay, now I want John can do anything, everything across all customer. But he cannot assign any permission to anybody. Then
Subscription base and resource level.
no. Other guys?
Contributor at root level?
Yes. Contributor cannot give permission, but he manage all the resources. Contributor, right? Root level. Because contributor can do everything. I said all customer. So all customers, please understand, I'm not giving one by one. I'll give to the root. Any task like this, you need to divide this task into 2 parts. First, John can do anything. Anything means select which permission. First is select the permission. Anything means, but he cannot assign permission. So then it's a contributor, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then across all the customers, are you giving one by one to the folder or to the root?
To the root for the all.
Simple. But if I change my question, across all customer, only prod customer 1, then
On the owner permission with the resource group.
not owner, contributor permission, because I said he cannot assign permission.
He cannot assign the permission also. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a contributor to
the resource group.
To the resource group 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because only prod.
Yep.
And we done one lab also that time. So, and I will show you once again. Now it's clear, everyone? Yes, clear?
Yes.
Yes, Chitrang, you done 104.
Yeah.
And now you see this is one of the very small topic of 104. You got the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, next is Entra ID Connect or Azure AD Connect. Now, last 20 years, we are using AD, and my username is vikas@wipro.com. How we do the hybrid? We have Entra ID and we have application running. So overall, we have 60,000 employees in my company. I'm not going to create 60,000 users manually here. We have a domain, wiprocorp.onmicrosoft.com. We need to add custom domain one time in my life. In my tenant, add as a wipro.com as a custom domain. Everyone knows how to add a custom domain? Or no?
No, sir.
I don't know.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. And in this 104, have you done this Entra ID Connect? Chitrang, have you done Entra ID Connect in 104? No.
No, but I know how to manage user and
Okay. Okay.
this computer.
Okay. Okay. So custom domain, I will show you how to add. Now, what is this Entra ID Connect? As I said, we have 60,000 users, employees in my company. SQL Server you need, Entra ID Connect you need, server. So Entra ID Connect is a sync service, sync all my on-premises user to Azure AD. So user will come here, 60,000 users will come. By default, this will sync with a predefined schedule of 30 minutes. You join a new company, new employee, I create a user account, say John. This John will come up after 30 minutes. First time it will be full sync, all the 60,000 users. And next time onwards, whatever the user I deleted, they remove. Whatever user I add, it will add like a delta sync. This is one-way sync. If I create a direct user here, it's a cloud user. If I create a direct user, say Alex, Alex won't come back here because it's a one-way sync. User has to be in AD first, and then it reaches there. by default, you have a user account name AD underscore numeric numbers. This will be a service owner account, some numeric number. So he is having full power to edit. Tomorrow I need to edit this sync service. He's having full power to do that. So 3 guys have full power to do that. One is the default service owner account, AAD something. One is the enterprise admin of a company, this admin. One is this. And third, there is a group is created by default. Group is created. If I add any admin into this group, AD sync admin group, that guy also can manage the sync service. Any question?
No.
So basically, you are saying that the Azure cloud, whatever the AD we are maintaining, is acting as a client, and the on-prem Azure AD is acting as a server. And whatever the data is there, it's a one-way thing, and this guy can, like, whenever this cloud AD is coming, it can push all the user details from there.
Correct.
But if anything getting authenticated through cloud side, and if this user mapping is happening there, they cannot local AD, like on-prem AD.
See, authentication explanation, I will do it in just few minutes after this. But first here is this hybrid first, because I have not used any authentication as a word first, but because there are some scenarios which we need to understand after this, you will get to know in depth about how authentication works. But just ignore the authentication word for 5 minutes. Apart from that, this picture is clear.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so it means we have AD there, and I'm not going to create 60,000 users, definitely. And I will do this enter ID connect, user will sync, and user will come into the enter ID, I assign the license, enter ID do the authentication. We will see the authentication just in 5 minutes, right? Yes?
Yes.
It's clear? Now,
Can we do a bi-directional thing? Can we do that? Or
bidirectional is there. Bidirectional is there, but not for user. Okay, it's for 1 or 2 items that I will tell you. So as of now, you can say 99.9999% one way, except 0.1. Okay, that I will tell you, 0.1. Next is, when you do this enter ID connect, there are 3 scenarios are there. You need to picked up one of the scenario. The main job of enter ID connect or Azure AD connect is to the sync user, which I already explained you. Now, based on the scenario or solution, the authentication method will work. That's why I said 5 minutes we will discuss about authentication. First is password has sync. Everyone please make a note. Sync user is the main job. Any scenario you picked up, user sync is the main job. I'm talking about the first solution, password hash sync. In password hash sync, when I log in with my laptop in the morning, who will authenticate me? AD, authentication number 1. I access my application. Who will authenticate me? Cloud application. Enter ID. And this is password has sync solution. In password has sync solution, user will sync, definitely, along with the password in a hash format. So when I access my application, it asks me username and password. Authentication number 2. And I type my password, they check the hash value, authentication will done. And it's not a single sign-on solution. So in this solution, 3 things are very critical. Cloud application is authenticated by Entra ID. It authenticated by the second authentication, and it's not a single sign-on solution. Yes, fine.
Yes.
Guys, fine, not fine.
Yeah, got it.
Next solution. What is the next solution? Pass through. Comparison understanding is very important. What is pass through? Application, Entra ID Connect, AD, Azure AD. Say example, when you use a login, AD will authenticate me. And when I access my application, it generate a pass-through authentication token, which is checked by pass-through authentication agent. This token is compared, validated fully by AD. So who is taking the actual decision? AD. AD already authenticates me. AD already taking a decision for the application. So if same guy take the decision, normally we called as single sign-on solution. What is single sign-on? When somebody authenticates first time, somebody means this guy, and same guy authenticates for other things, he never asks for the password. It becomes a single sign-on solution. Make sense, guys?
Yes, got it.
And second, good news, you are not managing any ADFS server. Without ADFS, it's a single sign-on. Only thing is, agent will do the comparison. And all application or cloud application authentication is done by AD or Azure AD. Last, ADFS. Third solution. Have you heard ADFS? Active Directory Federation Service?
No, I have not.
No? Now you see ADFS. Other guys, is anybody heard ADFS? Aditya?
No.
No. Okay, what is ADFS? Now you see authentication is done by AD. Authentication number 1, easy. I access my application. Who will authenticate me? Azure AD. There are 2 kinds of behavior of the domain: standard behavior and federation behavior, federated. Because here we enable ADFS as a solution, the behavior is automatically changed to the federated, automatically. What do you mean by standard behavior? He is taking a decision for authentication. I told you, day 1 in the morning, all cloud application is authenticated by Entra ID because standard behavior. This time, behavior is automatically changed to the federated, and meaning of federation means I'm not a decision maker. Request comes here, he is not responsible. Who is responsible? Request pass to the firewall number 2, go to a server. It's a workgroup machine. It's called web application proxy, because I don't want my critical request over internet directly go to my ADFS server directly. It's very bad for security. I want it should pass through the firewall, reach to a proxy server. Proxy has a certificate trust, reach to the ADFS. So two firewall will protect this traffic. ADFS. ADFS understand claims. Anybody comes with Wipro.com, he's happy. Legal guy or illegal guy, both. If it's an illegal guy or legal, he don't know. Request go to the AD. AD said, I know who is Kumar. 5 minutes before I authenticate him. So he issue a new ticket, single sign-on solution for the application. Make sense? Yes, makes sense.
Yes.
So one thing, sir. Basically, basically ADFS, whatever we're talking about, like providing a extra security through web
Correct.
from Azure to Azure Cloud to our
Correct.
on-premise. That's
Correct. Plus on top, you are not putting any password also. Plus on top, we are not putting any agent also. Plus on top, it's a security enablement. Plus on top, it's more secure. Plus on top, it's the best solution. But we need to configure ADFS server, Microsoft. If we don't want, due to any reason, then we have one third-party solution called Okta. Have you heard Okta?
yes, yes.
Okta is similar what I explained to you just now. So Okta is a cloud single sign-on without managing a DFS. Now it's clear? Quick comparison. Password has sync. Who will do the authentication? AD or Azure AD? Guys, who will do authentication in password has sync? AD done or Azure AD done?
AD.
Should be doing if it
Boss.
Hello.
I'm talking about first solution. In first solution, who done the authentication of the application?
Azure.
Yes, Azure AD.
Azure.
How many times authentication done? One time or two times?
so one thing here, one minute. So first part, like one is a user authentication, one is an application authentication, correct? So the first scenario itself. If any person is coming, if it's a local AD, they are getting authenticated. If they're trying to access any particular application, those application authentications are done through Azure AD, correct?
Correct.
So when you are asking question like first time when it's getting authenticated,
Initially, when you authenticate, what do you mean by authentication? Whenever I type username and password, somebody authenticates. That's a simple authentication word meaning. So now when I log in the morning with my laptop, as soon as you log in first time in the office, who will authenticate you? AD?
correct?
So that's why authentication number 1.
Okay.
After that, you access your application.
Correct.
Who will authenticate this application in general? Because it's a cloud.
Yeah,
Azure
Azure.
AD. Then definitely they ask username and password, something.
Yes.
When they type username and password, authentication number 2, right? Because this is not a single sign-on solution, right?
Yes, got it.
Yeah. So I'm just giving a comparison. So you see short comparison. Authentication of cloud apps is done by Azure AD. Simple. 2 times authentication done. So that's why this is not a single sign-on solution. This is clear?
Yes, clear.
Easy. Copy paste. Next solution. What is the next solution? pass-through authentication. Authentication of cloud application done by AD or Azure AD?
AD, basically
AD.
they pass through.
Yeah, pass-through. So how many authentication they done? Only one time. So this is a single sign-on solution. Yes, this is a single sign-on solution. And on top, agent involved. Agent is used to compare that, token. Correct? And that's it. And what is the third one? Which is real SSO with ADFS. Authentication of cloud app, AD. One time, definitely. It not ask any multiple passwords. It's a single sign-on and no agent involved because we are configuring ADFS server.
Sorry, one thing I missed. Basically, this agent part I missed somewhere.
Yeah, agent part is this one.
Yeah, so in second part, how this agent is.
Yeah, so when we do Azure AD Connect with a scenario called password pass-through authentication as its option solution. So in that case, you see, this is my application. This is my Enter ID Connect. This is my AD. When user login first time, it's fine. When he access the application, it generate a token. The token to access, and the token is fully compared, validated by a server called Password Authentication Agent, and this token is compared and finally by AD. So this, and then authentication is done without putting any password. So that's the token which is handled by this Password Authentication Agent.
Okay, got it.
So this is also single sign-on. Only one authentication you need to do. But here, agent involved. Here, no agent involved because we are configuring ADFS. So that's a slight short comparison between all the three solutions. Yes, good.
Yeah.
And don't worry, this comparison solution is already, I put it in a document. So no need to worry, it's here somewhere. AZ104. No. Training notes. Day 2. Day 1. Day 4. You see differences. Okay. Looks good. Now, AD versus Azure AD. AD versus Azure AD. More differences. AD is having NTDS database. AD has users, groups. AD has OU. AD has share folder. AD has computers. AD has group policy. AD is doing authentication, authorization, access to on-premises. And AD is actually we configured on a server. Server can be a physical or can be a virtual machine. But Entra ID is no database. We have users and groups. That's all. We don't have OU concept here. There is no GPO here. Here we have conditional access, which we already discussed. And here he do authentication, authorization, access for cloud application or cloud things. And here we configured on a server. Here, this is on cloud. And it's a service. And there is no database and no server. Logically, we cannot see them. It's just there, do the job. We cannot see. Here we have a database, so normally we access the database also. Here we cannot access them. And last and not least, it used Kerberos, and here it used modern authentication protocol. SAML, OAuth, and all those stuff, not like Kerberos. These are the real differences between AD versus Entra ID. Any question, guys? Yes, guys, any question, please tell me. Hello.
No.
Sir, I have. See this GPO.
Group
What?
policy.
Okay, basically this is group policy we can do there.
Yeah.
So,
Group policy, right? We can put lots of policies in AD. If
so
you
like,
heard, maybe
kind of user group or like it can be like policy itself kind of grouping the policies, multiple policies on a single.
you're talking about group policy, right?
Yeah, so like there are like group wise, I have heard like user groups, user group devices and all those things. So like, or some policies also we can group it up.
No, this question is related to group policy, right?
Yes, this GP.
Okay. So example, I'll tell you. gpedit.msc. Example, local policy. Local means local to my machine. So the same policy, you will get it on a AD level. And we can implement this policy anywhere, entire company. Okay, let me give you one more example to get a more clarification. So go to Azure Training, Active Directory, diagrams, and let me open one OU diagram. For example, we maintain this OU diagram in my company. OU means organization unit. So my company name is Atatam. Two offices, one is in US and one is in Prague, Czech Republic, in Europe. In US is in New York. New York have 3 departments, New York IT sales, and in that we have 100 some users. In Prague, we have a Prague IT and same like that. So now this big structure is already running. So now where I need to implement a policy, say example, password policy, where all employees have complex password, all those stuff, I put it on an AD level. I have a very special policy for Prague users. I'll put it here. I have a special policy only for New York users. I'll put it here. So it's depend where we need to implement the policy. And what is the policy? Anything you can manage You can define some softwares. You can do some restricted policy. I want to deploy one script. I want to restrict a control panel. I want nobody can access control panel, you see. And inside the control panel, add remove programs. I want nobody can nobody means where you implement, depend. I want those people cannot remove any program. Example, so printer, desktop policies. I want nobody can
Got it.
so it means small things you can restrict. Actually, even you restrict right click on the desktop also.
Yeah,
So,
got it.
so we have 10,077 policies in this list. So all these is part of your group policy.
And one more thing, so like you mentioned, like this modern authentication protocol, SAML,
Yes.
because of single sign-on capability, you are saying this, or like is it like some?
No. It's not single sign-on because in Entra ID, I told you, it's a cloud-based, right? Cloud because it has no database, right? So old days we use Kerberos as a protocol, and in cloud it's a standard protocol for the authentication. We call it as modern authentication protocol. Nothing with a single sign-on. It's a generic.
Okay.
Now this is real typical difference between AD versus Entra ID in cloud. Although it's not relevant for this AZ500, but very important question maximum people ask. So
Or so might be it's a very silly question, but I just wanted to clear, sir.
no problem. Anything you ask, it's fine.
So see, generally, sir, what I know, like this, we used to use this free radius, this LDAP, and all those authentication.
LDAP is this Kerberos only.
So for local, like on-prem, we used to use, and some rules used to define and all. Now, SAML and all, if you see, so like
Hmm.
what extra thing these guys are providing? So like
Like
OAuth, what I can compare, like Facebook login you can do, Gmail login we can do and all. So
correct. See, these are the authentication protocol, and the behavior is a little different. That's why as compared to Kerberos, it's LDAP based. So
mhm.
that's a slight difference. But end of the day, it's authentication, right?
Okay. So basically, these are the capabilities of this particular protocols, like OAuth or like SAML. They are providing certain extra capabilities, correct?
Correct. And correct. And second, because Kerberos is old, there is a possibility tomorrow I don't need AD. Maybe I want everything is in cloud. So
Mhm.
then I'm okay with this modern authentication only. So that's why, as a typical, we need to understand. So, see, somebody is authenticating you, so you should know which protocol is they are using, at least. So if it is AD, it's a default Kerberos last 20 years, not today. And if it is a cloud, it's a Azure AD. And if it is Azure AD, they use this modern authentication protocol mostly.
Okay. Got it.
So it's a nothing. It's a standard. What do you say? In cloud they use this. So now I'm making a comparison for you, and AD versus Entra ID. It's in my downloads. So now you have that comparison picture with you. If you right click, open with snip tool, You see the real differences, you know. Okay. So tomorrow I will cover up conditional access, MFA, all these labs, definitely. And now how to add custom domain. First of all, why we need to add custom domain? I will give a recap and then I'll show you. See, what is my domain name? Wipro.com or IBM.com. And my email address is vikas@IBM.com. In clouds, my default name is IBM.onmicrosoft.com. Full name. If I do a sync right now without adding custom domain, this user come into the cloud, it become vikas@IBM.onmicrosoft.com. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Guys, if custom domain is not added, this is your default name, right? If you integrate on-prem AD with Azure AD, user will come into the cloud, will come with the default name. Yes or no? Hello, hello, hello.
So I'm not aware of this part. So yeah, might be.
No, I understand you are not aware. That's why I'm explaining you. Because I have not added a custom domain. This is the default name. So when I sync, it will come with whatever the default identity name, same username with the default. And that's not good. My on-prem name is different. This name is different. It's not good. What I want, whatever my original name, it come with the same name in the cloud. Yes or no?
Yeah, it should.
Yes, sir.
It should be. That's what I'm saying. I don't need this default name. Simple as that. So it's one typical step you need to do. You need to add your typical name first. And when you add typical name, it's called adding a custom domain. First of all, it's clear why we need to add. Yes. Now, I'll show you how to add. Not like 100%, but at least 99%. Everyone knows we need to buy a domain in a GoDaddy. Have you buy any domain in GoDaddy?
Yes, we have.
Okay. So IBM.com. Okay. Now you see my email address. trainer@logicit.in. So I have a domain logicit.in. I have an email address, Teams, Windows, SharePoint, OneDrive, everything I have. So it means I have a domain somewhere in a GoDaddy. So IBM also have. So in your tenant, enter ID, you need to go to the custom domain and here you add, suppose tcs.com. I'm not a admin of TCS. So you need to create either TXT or MX, one DNS entry in your GoDaddy TCS blindly @ same value 3600. Create those entry and click verify. So what they will do when you add a custom domain as per your company name, they ask you to create a TXT or MX, any of the DNS entry. This entry you need to go to the GoDaddy under TCS and there you need to do this entry. And once you've done this entry, for validation purpose, and then you click verify. When you click verify, Microsoft will literally check those entries. And if it is found, custom domain is added. You want to see where these entries we need to do? Or it's fine, go to add TCS and then those entries. Guys, this is interactive class, please tell me, unmute yourself. Tell me, are you clear, not clear?
Uh, Not that much clear, sir.
What? How to add or what?
No,
Why to add?
adding and all is fine. So that is like we are adding and making it like this a default.
Hmm.
First point, like why it's getting converted. Okay, so whenever we have something, we want
Okay. Okay, let me answer in a simple way. Okay. What is your company name? Example,
Palo Alto Networks.
Palo Alto Network. And your domain name is polo.com. Example. Okay. So AD domain, your name is polo.com. Example, polo.com. Okay. Easy. Your name is Anish, or who is saying this thing?
Yeah, Anish.
Anish. So what is your email? Anish@polo.com. This is clear?
Okay.
Okay. Come into the cloud. Cloud means enter ID. What is the enter ID name? Polo. Same name, Polo. But always with come a default name called on Microsoft.com.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. If I do a sync right now, think about logically. What is your email address after sync? Email after sync. Right now, Anish @ polo.com or polo.microsoft.com.
Polo.microsoft.com.
It's good or bad?
It's a bad, basically.
So what you need? What is your requirement?
My original email address.
Original name. So for that, what you need to do?
I have to somehow I have to make it sure like it should go with the same.
Polo.com. And Microsoft use this word as a custom domain. Anything apart from on Microsoft default, you need, it's a custom. So it indirectly is saying add a custom domain as per your company name, polo.com. So I show you how to add. In that, they ask you to create a two DNS entry, MX and TXT, which you need to go to your original GoDaddy DNS and do that entry. And once you're done, and click verify, one-time activity. And if you've done this activity and then you've done the sync, you will get with the same name, anish@polo.com, because Polo is already added as a custom domain. Make sense?
Yes.
That's it.
This is basically why we are doing. The thing is that this Microsoft itself is having this intra ID which is creating a dot on Microsoft.com.
Yes, that's the reason. And you see, rest I will show you demonstration tomorrow, so you get to know. So you see, by default, the default name always be, you see, on Microsoft.com, which typically nobody knows who is Microsoft.com. But people knows, logicid.in. Example. So what is logicid.in? My backend name is something else. So it means I added logicid.in as a custom domain.
Okay.
Clear now?
Yes.
You want to see where you need to do DNS entry? That also I can show you if you want. Means I can go to my GoDaddy and show you if you need that, or otherwise it's okay.
Fine.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, better to.
Yeah. Somebody's saying something, No, Aditya.
I think that is echo voice.
Okay. So now you see, I go to my gmail.com. Clear spam. Now, GoDaddy. Go daddy. Go daddy. You see, I recently renew for 5 years. I pay this amount, So go daddy. But let me try. Come on. Five eight 6456. So now you see, when you log in, now what is saying tcs.com? So at the rate, this copy paste value 3600. So you need to go to DNS and add a new record. Whatever he say, txt at the rate copy paste 3600. So txt at the rate 3600, the value and 3600 and creates. That's it. I've already done txt, or for my domain. Okay, guys, only this entry you need to do and verify. Looks good?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
So, sir, one more question. So, generally, like in my organization, sometimes if you're accessing some Microsoft applications, okay, so like 365, whatever the applications we have, for logging, we have to give a proper on Microsoft.com thing.
Can
So,
you repeat? Can you repeat?
so let's suppose we are accessing some Microsoft 365, okay.
Hmm.
At that time, we have to log in. So, at that time, when we are logging, we have to give Same username, but the extension domain is like on Microsoft.com.
In that case, you have not added for that tenant as a custom domain as of now.
Okay, got it.
Means you are using as a default name only for a time being.
Okay. So basically, we are just providing the proper username.
Proper name, right? Yeah, that's what I given. You see, my own
Yeah.
name, my name now, my default name. Now I added my real company name, So yes.
Yes, got it, got it.
I have another example, My tenant name is Logic IT 2023, 22, 20 something dot on Microsoft.com. If I use this, what will be my email address? Trainer at the rate
Same proper
logic something whatever. And you know how I am accessing you see trainer at the rate logicit.in,
Got it.
because otherwise it will be default, right? Default, nobody, so default is just it's a Azure level, but in the worldwide level it has to be your name. So what I have done, I purchase a domain, GoDaddy, simple. I add custom domain like what I show you, then the DNS entry, verify in my tenant, and then I create an email address, name, first name, last name, Kumar, email address, trainer, simple. And automatically he picked up the default name that I added. Simple. So it become this one, easy.
Got it.
Okay. So I think it's very clear,
Yes.
So looks good, I think, for today. Tomorrow we'll demonstrate this conditional access, MFA, company branding, and the hybrid Enter ID Connect. All those things we'll demonstrate tomorrow.
Sure.
So right now 10:30.
Hmm.
Yes, guys. Overall, happy, good.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Any question?
No, nothing for my side.
So whatever we have done or whatever we are going to do, everything you will see under your NW folder. Go to your AZ500. You have a device labs. Lab is there. All labs device is here. You have everything. So just check the recording for a time being. And we'll see you tomorrow then, So how many guys joined? Why others are not joined? Any idea or no idea so far?
No idea, sir.
That could be the long week.
Could be the holiday they feel, eh?
Long weekend, sir.
Long weekend, most probably. That is what, Okay.
Hello.
Tell me.
Sir, I do not want to continue Azure 500 and 700 because I have not cleared my 104 with practical so many videos. I have not watched once. So I need to prepare
Don't
myself.
worry, in my
Okay.
opinion, don't
Okay.
worry. 500 is different. We started everything you see, scratch. And even Chitran done 104. You ask him, is it anything
Okay.
104? He is able to answer right now. No, both are different. I still feel you continue. There should not be any problem. And 104, my class, whenever I start, that time you can do 104 as well. It's all up to you.
Okay.
But if you
I,
feel, no, I want 104 first, then only I'll come here. That
yes,
is
sir.
also up to you. I have no problem in that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
So
need. Yes, sir. Yes.
most probably I will start 104 some, maybe weekends. We'll see. So You talk to Gaurav. You have a Gaurav number, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Okay, sir. I will try to connect him.
yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Good. Thank you. Nice. And see you tomorrow. Same 9 o'clock.
Thank you.